The proof is in the pudding, a taste of linguistic history. Greetings, fellow word nerds, and welcome back to Etymology-Expert. Today, we're sinking our teeth into a phrase that's all about testing and experiencing. The proof is in the pudding. We use it all the time to say that the real value of something can only be judged after we've tried it. But have you ever stopped to wonder where this delicious-sounding idiom actually comes from? Get ready for a serving of linguistic history that might just surprise you. Now, at its core, the proof is in the pudding is a lesson in practicality over mere appearance or claims. You can describe something as wonderful, it can look fantastic, but the real test, the actual evidence of its worth, only comes when you put it to use or experience it firsthand. It's a sentiment we can all relate to, whether it's a new gadget, a promised result, or even, well, a pudding. But let's peel back the layers of this linguistic dessert and get to its origins. You might be surprised to learn that the version we commonly use today is actually a shortened form of a much older saying, "The proof of the pudding is in the eating." And that little addition of "in the eating" is quite significant. This longer version dates back centuries. We can find variations of it popping up in English writings as early as the 14th century. Think about that for a moment. This idea has been around for over 600 years. Back then, proof wasn't primarily used in the legal sense we often think of today, meaning concrete evidence presented in court. Instead, proof here carried a stronger sense of testing, proving, or trial. So, when our ancestors talked about the proof of the pudding, they weren't necessarily looking for a scientific analysis of its ingredients. They were saying that the only true way to determine if a pudding was good, whether it was flavorful, had the right texture, and was well made, was to actually eat it. The recipe could be perfect, it could smell divine, but the ultimate judgment rested on the experience of tasting it. Consider the context of the time. Puddings back then were a staple food, often quite different from the sweet desserts we might immediately imagine today. They could be savory or sweet, and their quality could vary greatly depending on the ingredients and the cook's skill. There were no glossy food magazines or celebrity chefs to rely on. People judged the quality of their food through direct experience. The proof of the pudding is in the eating was a grounded, common-sense observation about everyday life. It highlighted the importance of first-hand experience over hearsay or appearances. You couldn't just look at a pudding and know it was good. You had to taste it to be sure. And that's precisely why this idiom has endured through the centuries. Its wisdom is timeless and universally applicable. In our modern world, filled with advertising and promises, the sentiment remains just as relevant. We might see a flashy new phone advertised as revolutionary, but the proof is in the pudding, or rather, in how it performs in our hands. A politician might make grand promises, but the proof will be in their actions once in office. So, the next time you hear or use the phrase, "the proof is in the pudding," remember its rich history. Think about those medieval kitchens and the simple yet profound wisdom it conveyed. It's a reminder to look beyond the surface, to test and experience things for ourselves before drawing conclusions. And perhaps, it's also a gentle nudge to always try the pudding. You never know. It might just be delicious. Well, that's another etymological adventure for the books. Did you know the longer version of this idiom? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this tasty dive into language history, be sure to give this video a thumbs up and subscribe to Etymology-Expert for more captivating explorations of words and their fascinating origins. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.